How are we doing out there? Look at you guys! Monday Night Warriors! This is fantastic! We're David Cronenberg's wife. We've got some songs for you. First song, I just want to tell you a little bit of a background to this song, okay? I was doing a job in Sweden, and I had to meet a particular person. And the guy didn't speak English, and so I was trying to speak his language. And he said a very kind of incomprehensible place in Sweden, which I presumed was just near Stockholm. So I flew with my boss to Stockholm to meet him, then got on the phone and was like, oh, so, ready to meet you. He told me he was 1,000 miles away in North Sweden, and I had to tell my boss this. And I felt an overwhelming sense of depression that I wrote a song about it, and it's called Sweden. Maybe I should settle down, move to the midst of Sweden, where the many lamps lit in high windows, into carpeted rooms. Slim girls eating Spanish cake and crying over Ingmar Bergman films, so I'd hug them and tell them that life it's not so bad. The elixir of life is omega-3 fish oils. I go into pubs and order pints of it. Still feel fucking awful, although now I'm gonna live until I'm 124. If only I could live in an episode of Ideal Homes or Treasure Hunt with Annika Rice. Life would be simpler than mine. Our mouths were like two magnets, well, two North Poles. So I told her I was Caliganophobic, knowing she would look it up. But what can you do when you can only raise a smile? My troubles with women, well, as Groucho said, I just wouldn't want to belong to any club that would have me as a member. Oxytocin is released into the bloodstream during sex, creating a feeling of a bond between the two lovemakers. It's a chemical body trap. Run for your lives, Sweden. Sweden. So much time is spent saying nothing. Now, and all I've said is sweet. Thanks a lot. How are we doing on stage? Joe, you okay with the keyboards? Do you want any more keyboard sound? Anything more in the wedges, anybody? Good. All good? Okay. Oh man, thank you so much. So this is Dave, what is it? Of the David Cronenberg's wife, Jeff Lewis tour. David Cronenberg's wife, we've got a kind of a changing football team of members as we go over the UK. Appearing tonight for the first time and only time, it's Joe Murphy on keyboard. Now I owe Joe a lot. Not only is Joe the head of and the founder of Blind Records, our record label, so he signed David Cronenberg's wife. He's also the person who put David Cronenberg's wife on the stage for the first ever time 20 years ago. Thanks, Joe. I'm thinking of like an alternate Doctor Who universe where that didn't happen, and I'm now an alcoholic, and all this never happened. So thanks. So this next song, okay, there are two types of people in this world. There are pushers, and there are jumpers. And we're going to explain the difference between pushers and jumpers in this song. Ready, guys? When the chain comes, you'll either want to jump, yeah, you'll want to jump, you'll want to push someone down. Which are you? Which are you? Are you a pusher or a jumper? Stretch out! On the suicide pit stretch out. So, which are you? Are you a pusher or a jumper? If you're a pusher, shout now. Yay! Pushers. Jumpers. Oh, interesting. Literally no pushers in the audience. I find that very hard to believe, York. Very hard to believe. But that's okay, your secret's safe with us. This next song is from our first album, released on Blank Records many moons ago. It's about a computer hacker who is retired, but he's thinking about maybe coming out of retirement to do one more job. It's called Johnny Bentham's Dilemma. So much. So, this is what it feels like to play in front of people. We're going to do a bit of a slower one. It can't all be blood and guts, you know. Now, sometimes I would write songs in the style of a particular songwriter, and then I thought, well, maybe I shouldn't do that because it's like, you know, you don't want to, you know, you don't want to rip off of The Fall. You just want The Fall, right? But then I thought, no, because it's a bit like, you know, to use a Cronenberg reference, Jeff Goldblum when he gets spliced with the genes of a fly in The Fly. You know, a bit of David Cronenberg's wife, a bit of me, Tom, gets kind of put into the song, so you get a bit of a hybrid. That's what I'm trying to say. So I basically tried to write a Hank Williams song. Hank Williams died going to a gig, famously, in the back of his Cadillac, and this was my attempt at writing his final song. You take and you take and you take from me all the things that make me true, and if you take much more away from me, you know I'll be gone real soon. All the times I needed you, when you made me wait, when you finally came to me, you knew it was too late. I'm past the point where I can drink to make the pain retreat. No matter just what or how I take, I'm gonna have to take it neat. I need someone to hold me hard, so hard I feel new pain. 'Cause all the time I'm not with you, the hurt remains the same. Yeah, these salty tears now in my eyes, I now do clearly see the things that blindly came between. They separated you from me. Well, maybe in months, in years, I'll feel just like a child again. I'm gonna need that feeling right away to get me through till then. So long. You finally came to me, you knew it was too late. Thanks a lot. Yeah, we got we're so happy to be here. Let's start our first proper tour in some ways. We've done lots of little shows, but our first proper tour, what a tour to be on. We've got, thanks so much for supporting live music, and if you've got any spare cash, please check out the merch table. I think a lot of you have already checked out Jeff's sweet shop, amazing stuff. But we've got a little bit of stuff too. We've got a poster commemorating this legendary tour, this meeting of David Cronenberg's wife and Jeff Lewis, and all our CDs and tapes and everything. At the end of the room there. And this next song is called Rules. It's about, you can make rules in your life, but sometimes those rules become a little bit too suffocating and become like new bars, like a new jail, like a new coffin.
Get up in the evening, I wanna sleep. Go to bed with so much energy. Things are backward, but I prefer it front. Don't wanna hide anymore despite the hunt. So I try to construct some rules to live. Something easy like some help, man, to get out of this town. While I was smiling, Adam said it was a frown. Go! Don't marry, don't have kids, fuck around, keep it hid, there's no free will, get used to loss, don't kill the obvious. So I'm trying to escape from Hollywood's lies. Number one is that no one ever really dies. Number two, you are not alone. That's a lie, I just cannot condone. Number three, love conquers all. If you believe that, get ready for a fall. Number four is that one person, be it he or she, can make a difference, yeah, naturally. Go! Don't marry, don't have kids, fuck around, keep it in, there's no free will, get used to loss, don't kill the obvious. We don't need these strings, they're around you, about you, inside you, they're on everything. Pull up the yoke, man, take your horse. What kind of knot is that? It's a Gordian, of course. I need some clarity amidst all these lists, like when I was younger and I would make my list of fruits and football teams and makes the cars. You'll be making too many lists. You'll be making new bars. Go! Don't marry. Don't have kids. Fuck around. Keep it hidden. There's no free will. Get used to loss. Don't kill the obvious. So I tie my boat and I push out on the shore. I know where I'm going, couldn't care anymore. I know where I'm going, I couldn't care anymore. I know where I'm going, I couldn't care anymore. I didn't.
Thank you very much. Got a couple more for you. So Jeffrey Lewis Band and David Cronenberg's wife part of this thing called anti-folk. Now what is anti-folk? Well that is is the question. Other one, Joe. I guess anti-folk has been described as kind of, acoustic punk, but I think the subject matter is usually described as kind of, quite true to life. This thing can happen to me, and I think a lot of our songs are kind of the same. Like this next one, which is about the time I met a mermaid. I was sailing just off Hydra in the middle of July. The sun was streaming down, my mouth was sore and dry. I'd been at sea for half a year, I'd left behind the land in which my wife had left me, why I couldn't understand. So I was sailing to my end towards watery grave. I planned to drown myself, disappear beneath the waves. I had these thoughts when suddenly a pair of piercing eyes fixed upon me from the water, and from what I could surmise, a woman treading water, pale skin with golden hair. She dove down for a minute as if she didn't need the air. Then to my ship with rapid moves, so graceful and so bold, and climbed onto a jutting rock, and then I did behold. She was a mermaid. She was a mermaid, fair of face with eyes of Persian green, and breasts that glistened in the sun of every boyhood dream. Her pale skin swept into a shimmer of rainbow nacre scales that ended in two bluish wands, a flapping mermaid tail, mermaid's tail. She beckoned me with such a look, what could I do but throw my anchor into the sea and jump to the waves below? I swam to her with desperate arms, with nothing more to lose. I gladly let her strangle me, a seaweed for a noose. But then she spoke, I bear no harm, won't keep you from your ship. I bring you pearls from azure shores and rings of water nymphs. But in return something of you, you and yours alone. I need a mate now, spring has gone, then you can go back home. What a sudden rush of feeling of lust and blood and joy. I felt somehow renewed again, like once again a boy. So when she said take off your clothes, I did nothing but obey, and stripped myself of my wet garb, happy and afraid. I stood before her naked, her eyes they drifted down. A puzzled look passed across her face, was it something like a frown? Mermaid's tail, mermaid's tail. So what's the plan, I said to her, where do I need to go? One thing that I have learned from love, it surely needs a hole. You've read too many tales, she said, from children's storybooks. We're not magic, we are flesh. I'm here, just take a look. Mermaids don't have vulvas, and there is no coital kiss. You've one shot, you've one shot, you've one shot, do not miss. But first I need to lay my eggs, and she rolled onto her front, gasping, sighing, moaning, and then making little grunts. And with breathing ever shallow, she pressed up with both arms. Her slender body trembled, and grasping with her palms, from a slippery fold of scaly skin she expelled some kind of spawn into the shallow waters, and it shone like a beetle's horn, warm and wet and smelling strange like roe or caviar. I stood there still and helpless beneath the sun, the moon and stars. Mermaid's tail, mermaid's tail. I need to be aroused, I said, can I kiss you for a while? I'd rather not, came the response, human germs are vile. But you can look at me, she said, while drawing back her hair. There's no pleasure in this for me, but I do not really care. So don't just stand there, do your bit. I'll watch you as you come. I was too polite to swim back now, I stood there cold and dumb, and started pulling on my man until it grew half hard. I tried to feign enjoyment, a ridiculous charade. At first I looked into her eyes, which really put me off. and she made it worse by half when she gave a little cough. So I just grit my teeth, eyes down, and thought of my ex-wife. How this had quickly turned into the worst hour of my life. After 60 minutes of hard toil, I produced the needed seed that oozed out from a weeping eye unimpressively, like a leaking can of oil, or drops and dripping taps, the last scrapings in a bottle, or dribbling candle wax that slowly oozed on top of her glistening golden eggs. I stood there exhausted, my tail between my legs, and with that she rolled into the shimmering sea. The moral of this story, don't fulfill the fantasy, and always do your homework on mermaid biology. Mermaid's tale, oh yeah. Mermaid's tale, oh yeah. Mermaid's tale, oh yeah. Mermaid's tale, oh yeah. Oh, well, thank you. Okay, yeah, big shout out to Jeffrey Lewis for having us on this tour. So far it's been just amazing. Is there any particular Jeffrey Lewis song you want to hear? East River. Okay. No, he's not playing that. I've seen the list. No, honestly, I've no idea. He might play it. Who knows? Who knows? I'm not going to jinx it. You might be lucky. Yeah, so it's going to be our last song. I'm going to be the merch desk later if you just want a little chat. Would you come and see us again next year if we come back? Even without Jeff? Right answer, thank you. How am I doing on the tuning? You know, it's not very anti-folk to tune the guitar, is it? Ah, close enough. So this last song is called Runaway and it's about finding something in your life, but it just gets a little bit out of control. To the table. I think I heard someone say, I didn't know Tomming was disabled. And no, I can tell you, I didn't give a fuck. It's hard when even a hook won't give you a second look. But now I can shout on a Japanese tram because I'm on a runaway pram. But let's just say I got them too well. Open up the words that I read when I spread those pages by. Good God, you're the sweetest man would have died. I no longer hold my finger in the dam because I'm on a runaway pram. A runaway pram. Thanks so much, everyone. Enjoy Jeffrey Lewis. We've been David Cronenberg's wife. See you soon, I hope. Goodbye.